Yeah, what's up, guys? So I figured I'd show the beginning parts of me just warming up, since it's been a couple of weeks since I've been to a sprint race in this car. So maybe a little bit rusty. Just gonna, take it easy. Not rush into things, figure out what gear I'm supposed to be for each corner. All that fun stuff. About 5-10 laps here. And we'll go from there. Not a big fan of this version of the track because they put chicanes in it, which I understand for safety, but I hate it for the purity of racing. Much rather enjoy the natural flow of the original design of the track, and the chicanes in my opinion, do absolutely nothing but ruin a track. But very rare you find a chicane that actually I find enhances a track. Again, they're there 99% of the reason because of safety. In sim racing world, we don't really have to worry about that, but I know they've done GT3 races here on the normal track, so I'll just leave it to them switching it up, and helps you learn other things and all that fun stuff. But just as a personal preference, I think I'll use the word despise. That's strong enough. But enough about my mini rant about chicanes. I'm using my Mid-Ohio setup. Feels pretty good out of the box. Start talking about issues I might see as we go along here with it. I do notice it bottoms out right there, which is just a minor scrape, and then it does feel like it has a little understeer going through there. Pretty much a novice going through these chicanes, so I don't think I've ever ran this version. This chicane I really don't like. Really don't see the point either. After we just went through a chicane, you slowed the cars down enough. I don't like it because of the way this exits. Just, oh, that is an ugly corner. It's a real fun corner without the chicane, real challenging, but it's gonna take me a while to like that new version of the corner. Seeing a little bit of understeer going through the middle there, so seems like I need this front end to grip just a little bit more. Couple corners I've noticed understeer now, a little understeer going through there, so it's happening low speed and high speed. I just realized I'm throttle blipping on downshift because I've been driving the Ford GT2 all week. But you have to blip on downshift, but not in this car. Again, just hints of understeer everywhere. Go down second gear this time. Last time we did third. A little bit smoother. Ooh, a little bump there. You gotta watch out for on exit. Again, understeer through there. You get a clean lap in here. Yeah, late apex on that second apex there. Gives you a nice good run coming out of the corner. Woe down a little bit more for here. Still just like it to rotate a little bit more through the middle. Maybe have a little bit snappier inputs on entry. That front end needs to move just a little bit quicker. It's a little slow to react right now. Yeah, still, I tried a different line there and it was working for a little bit, but so I'll just need more rotation again in the car. Oh, too fast. First apex, later second apex. That was kind of in the middle actually, and that worked out alright. Actually, the rotation's starting to feel pretty good to me now that I'm getting used to the car. Figuring out a little bit better lines that work with it because it is nice and stable. Let's see what we can do through here. Yeah, it's still like that to rotate just a little bit more. So you gotta watch out for that bump on exit. Because not only do you have a chicane, but you have poorly maintained curbs in that chicane. Oh, I got a new sweet paint job too. It's a little different, but I'm digging it. So right here, it's just... I don't even think I hit the curbs. See what happened there. I think they just got a bump in the track. Yeah, you didn't hit the curb and the freaking road's all messed up. Alright, anyways. As you guys can tell, I don't like chicanes. If you learn anything from this video, learn that. Alright, so we want more rotation. I want to see if the front can actually be a little bit more responsive, so we're going to increase. Go 2 clicks with front compression dampening, so we're again, the compression dampening controls the spring as it collapses, as the body goes down on the wheel. We're controlling the rate at which that happens by slowing that down. So this right side's compressing, right? Well, if it was full soft dampener, it'd take longer for this weight to transfer from the left side to the right side. But if with the stiffer dampener, it won't compress as much, it won't give as much, so the forces should transfer. Excuse me. The forces should transfer that outside tire quicker, giving us some more responsive front end. At least that's what I'm going for. See what happens. Way too fast. And because I just went up and down like that, more than likely have damage, so in those situations it's better just to pull it over, get a fresh car, and go from there. Yeah, and you think Jose Almeida for doing these paint jobs. They're the best paint jobs I've ever had, that's for sure. I really dig this American flag one. Something he did for the Ford for the Neo event. And the reason he did that is it's going to be a different flag for each track we go to. That already did feel a little bit better through there. And first track we're going to in the Neo race is Sebring. That race will be this Sunday. I might be live streaming that if I get everything set up properly. I had to do a fresh install, so that's why I haven't been live streaming lately. I just haven't had a chance to test it. If I don't, I'll upload the race later. The race will be live broadcast though via Race Spot, so that's cool. But yeah, I just decided since, you know, I'd be American, that it'd be a cool paint to have on my RUF all the time. Nice, like the way all the colors pop. Alright, let's see how this thing feels. I do like the turn-in. You can tell it's not so sluggish. It wants to turn in more. It's more willing to turn in. See how it's just hugging that white line now? That's what we want. That's chicanes. Oh, my arch nemesis. That's just a hard chicane because you have to get every little inch you can on that first little right-hander there, so you can get a good line for the exit, because you can't get even anywhere near that curb or you'll hit those bumps that'll unsettle the car. So it's risk versus reward. Just gotta figure out how much you want to risk it, or really get your muscle memory down to where you're just coming right next to that thing every time but not hitting it. But it's just a dangerous one to hit, because I have a feeling that it'll just jack up your rear suspension in one hit, and you really won't get a second chance. Pretty much braking at the 100 board for here. And with the other version, it is a little bit easier to make a pass. This is a ridiculously hard track to pass on anyways, and now it's just became even harder with those chicanes. And now it's allowed more people to dive bomb, so yeah, have fun with that. Oh yeah, that's a lot better through there. You can just see how it wants to go with the corner now instead of just pushing out and not really going along with the program. A little white patch of, you know, spilt paint or something on the ground that corner. That's what I've always liked to use for a braking marker. Up here's kind of just, there are no braking markers, so just kind of go with it. You always got to be paying attention to that little bump on the exit there. And again, braking at the 100. I might keep it in second gear a little bit longer here. Yep. It's like it's better to keep it in second gear and then switch to third when you get out of the corner. You go in third through there, the car just doesn't want to rotate as much, so it's hard to actually turn through the corner. Weather's, what, 37 degrees on the track, something like that. Right around like the high 90s Fahrenheit track weather. It's kind of right in the middle. That is a beautiful thing when a car does that. Just hugs that bottom line. Well, a little bit better through there. Picked up another about 3/10 through there. Yeah. A little too eager to get on the gas. That's a real fun corner, that little double apex. Right-hander back there over the hill too fast, wasn't paying attention, talking about my favorite corner. But yeah, I really do enjoy that corner. This way you come up over that hill as the car is tracking out and kind of slide. And again, this is one of those old historic tracks like Brands Hatch, Mid-Ohio, the Nürburgring, where it's just these awesome terrain tracks that just follow the lay of the land. They're not super wide. Just have this great flow to them when you're not going through the chicanes. So I really enjoy these tracks because I think it just boils down to they're more like roads. And again, it's the only thing I've ever really driven fast on, although I don't do it anymore. It's just kind of what I'm used to. Probably the best I've got through there was that time. And braking at the 100, down to second, keep it in second, keep it in second, keep it in second, go, third. Try and get nice and wide on your entry. Ew, slid out a little too much. I think I turned in just a little too soon. My second apex was too soon. Again, didn't slow down in time. It's my fault. This set actually feels really good right now. Just think all I had to do is that one little setup change. Because I mean, I knew this Mid-Ohio set was very well sorted, and again, like I was saying, these are kind of similar characteristics these two tracks have, so kind of worked out because it was one of my more developed sets that I have. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we just got from that. It's one of my more developed sets I have. See, I just love how it hooks that line. Yeah, see, I got lucky that didn't just destroy my right rear. it pushed the fender in. I'm kind of perplexed why I didn't just rip that wheel off, but not something you really want to mess with. See, we got partly cloudy, 23, 37, which is like 72, 97, 98, so I don't know, something like that. Okay, so I mean, that's pretty much it. I really like it. Let's look at the tire pressures again. Oulton. Double chicane. Double. Yeah, I won't say anything rude. Chicane. I'll just call it double chick. And we got V1. Always got to remember to save your setups. What is it? 23. 37. Save. And yeah, these tires are pretty money. So I mean, I'm happy with that right there. Couldn't really feel it doing anything I didn't like. If you want it to do a little bit more, maybe rotate a little bit more, just add a couple more clicks to that compression. If you feel you're starting to do that and it's starting to get a little loose, what you can do is two things. First, I would increase this low speed rebound one click at a time. I wouldn't let it get much higher than, I mean 15 if you have to push it, but I'm not really comfortable with more than 14. So maybe 2 clicks adjustment there. If it's still getting loose on you, which I don't see it happening at all, you can increase your rear toe-in or decrease this rear ride height by increasing this spring perch. So that'll help the rear end, you know, have a little bit lower center of gravity, won't want to transfer as much weight from side to side, so it's just going to give you bigger contact patches on the rear end, because whenever you transfer weight, the contact patch on the inside won't transfer all that surface area over to the right side. You won't get the same contact patches. You always lose it in movement. So ideally, if you can keep that left side down in a left-hander, then you're going to have more grip. Alright, well, short but sweet, but sometimes that's all you gotta do. Alright, have fun this week, guys. See you next time.